What is up, everybody? Shit, that's not my real fucking intro. Gunline. We got a fire mission coming down, y'all. I'm your host, Lopez, and you're listening to the On the Gunline Midweek Memo, being recorded today, 3 May 2022. That's right, y'all. In 2 more days, y'all can pretend, or 3 more days, no, 2 more days, y'all can pretend you're Mexican without having to be thrown out. So, right on. With that being said, as you can see, we have a full house today. We got, as usual, Lee Hunt. Then we got Mr. Herrera from the Average G.I. Joe podcast, right?
Oh my God.
I got it right this time. I don't know how the fuck I have that shit on my iPhone. I listened to it, and I still can't remember the fucking name of it, dude. So we have Adam here, and then we have that young, cute little kid that probably get that, you know, he'd get the chorizo on a boat and fucking, and in the showers in NTC. Old Dustin made it back over here for his part 2. So I'd like to welcome y'all here to the Gunline, man. We're supposed to have a nice little chat, talk it up, and see what's been going on with everybody. So Lee Hunt, let's start with you, man. How's your week been?
It's been good, man. Small accomplishments that I've done. Really don't want to talk about that right now because they're really not just. It's not where I want to make my market, but I did, however,
become a multi-millionaire.
Hopefully, I did meet my goal of 100 million shares, so I'm pretty ecstatic.
Hold on, regardless of if it's real or not, you're still a millionaire. You're the first multi-millionaire I know, even though it's Shiba. But hey, good on you, because once that bitch reaches 1 penny,
oh, it's over, man.
Don't forget about your homie over here. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I'm changing numbers. I'm leaving the country.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden, all that back pay, child support from some other place will be coming at your ass, man. You got to be careful, baby.
I know it's gonna be coming from like Honduras this time instead of fucking Guatemala.
Stay away from fucking Central American women, bro. I told you, our women will fuck you over, bro. That's why I stay with the white girls. Shit, I learned. Anyways, what's going on, Adam? How you been, brother?
Hey, pretty good. Glad to be back.
Hell yeah, we love having you here on the Gunline, man. And just to let y'all know, he just dropped a new episode out with one of his homeboys, Drew. Make sure y'all go fucking listen to that one. I was starting to listen to it, but I had some shit I had to take care of. But make sure y'all go check out the Average G.I. Joe the Average G.I. Joe podcast. And what's fucked up is written right in front of me in his little box, bro.
Oh my God.
So how's your week been, brother? What have you been up to since the last we spoke?
Nothing much. I just been listening to your show. First of all, I want to say, like, I appreciate all the shout outs you give the podcast whenever you get a chance.
Love, baby.
I know my podcast, we're on a tape delay, so like I'm not up to all the current events like you guys are, but I definitely appreciate all the shout outs you do, and I try to return the favor on the Instagrams and the Facebooks by commenting and sharing all your content as well.
It's all love, baby. It's all love. We keep each other.
You've been killing it. You've been killing it lately.
Well, I think are you just being biased because they've been sailors?
Yeah.
No, even you and Hunt and on the midweek memo and everything, you guys, I feel like you guys are starting to find your groove, you know.
Hell yeah,
so
right
it's been enjoyable.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Oh shit! Cancel the party. Cancel the party. She's here. She's here. Now what's up, man?
So back to the world of sports.
Stand by. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
For me or what? Oh, what are you going to do with that? Oh, hide it. I can hide it. Don't nobody come here. I won't throw it away. I promise. All right. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, those fine ass broads on the fucking TikTok, right? Oh damn, she had to say something before she left. So, anyways, catching back up, brother. How I appreciate you the shout outs, man. Those are awesome. I appreciate the showing of love. But what's been good with you on your end, brother?
Nothing much. Real quick, just the Average G.I. Joe podcast. You know, we all know G.I. Joe's from the 80s cartoon is the 4 departments of the branches come together to form the G.I. Joe unit.
Yes.
And also Average Joe's is another term for like the everyday man. So like Average G.I. Joe podcast, I interview the everyday service member. So if that helps you get the name together.
I'm not gonna lie. I always wondered why'd you call it the Average G.I. Joe pod. All right, and I still wonder why you didn't go with Shipwreck. But anyway, right on, man. Right on. So anything good going on last weekend?
Nah, not
Nothing eventful.
I'm an indoor cat, so.
Oh, right on. So just kicking it at the house, chilling, grilling.
Pretty much. And doing it's year. I bought our house and we're in year 2, and we started gardening. So we're in year 2 is turning the house into a home. So that's where we're at. So I've been doing a lot of like gardening type stuff.
Right on, dude. Right on. Make sure you garden some of that good yesca for the Spanish folks. Y'all know what that is. And Dustin, what's going on, my man? How you been since we last seen you?
Just living, man. Living somebody else's dream, my nightmare, that kind of thing.
I feel you on that, brother. God damn, this motherfucker's getting philosophical already on the gun line.
And that was a dope episode you guys had too. It was kind of cool seeing like the 2 perspectives on the same job. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate
it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I did have to set him a fucking box of Crayolas, to make him feel better afterwards.
Fuck of Crayolas, crayons.
Yeah, that's what they're made of, fool. Crayola crayons.
The fuck is juice? I need some of that purple drink.
Yo, I was watching some kind of a skit, man, where they said if you look at the little black kid's face when they're looking in the fridge, and he's like, "We got this, that, purple stuff." The little black kid was like he wanted to go for that drink. Oh man, we keep it racial here. Diversity. So, with that being said, y'all, I'm glad to have members of each fucking branch here. Shit, we just need a chair force motherfucker and a puddle fucking pirate, and we'll be set. Man, speaking about the fucking the puddle pirates, we're gonna go to their daddies, the Navy, real quick. So on the last midweek memo, I think it was, or probably prior to that one, I think it was the last one, we were discussing the Uss George Washington, which happens to be an aircraft carrier that apparently is being worked on, and it's going to take a couple of years, or it's been taking a couple of years already.
Yeah.
Now, for those of us that don't know very well about this fucking boat or this ship or whatever you want to call it, this aircraft carrier, how many people does it house? Typically?
The basic crew is going to be around 2,700 to 4,000 people.
Okay.
That's without all the air detachments.
And that would be akin to a battalion. No, a brigade. That would be akin to a brigade for us. So, okay. So now, the motherfuckers that are there.
Yeah.
Not everybody is living on the boat, though, right? They get to go home.
Yeah.
But there's motherfuckers that are having to live in there. Kind of like what we would live in the barracks, for those of us, like, for example, Dustin, did you live in the barracks?
Yeah, I lived in the barracks. But I've also been on naval ships, so.
God damn. Fucking, here we go with the fucking. God. Anyway, so tell me about it. Like, we're going to get to that, Dustin. So it's, how many people, because I was trying to read it, it wasn't really giving me a number. How many people were actually staying on the boat versus leaving? Because you still got to keep people on that motherfucker because they still have a day-to-day to go through, right?
So essentially with the yard period, and for carriers, it's a whole nother beast, but essentially for yard periods is and this specific is a nuclear powered aircraft carrier, and I think they're refueling the nuclear reactor or whatever on the boat. But essentially, you still have to provide 24 hours of security, and that's manned by the ship's crew, and those are in duty sections. So when I was on the destroyer, which was about 300 people, and we were in a 6-section duty. So that means on every 6 days you provide 24 hours security for the boat. So that's still going on the ship. Plus, with the aircraft carrier, there's going to be a ton of secret and top secret spaces,
right?
And if civilian contractors have to go into those spaces to do whatever overhauls they need to do, those you need what are they called?
Clearance?
Escorts.
Babysitters. They need babysitters.
Okay. Escorts.
Escorts. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. So that's another ship's ship's crew is going to have to provide those escorts for those civilian contractors who work on those secret and top secret spaces. So there are still people that have to be on board the aircraft carrier while it's being worked on.
God, now, when you say escorts, do you mean prostitutes? Because I can get behind those kind of escorts, literally. And just so, and Dustin, I know we haven't gave you that much time, but I just want to make you feel comfortable and speak your language. Rah, 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 rah.
I brought my whiteboard also, so if you need me to draw pictures.
I need diagrams, otherwise I won't understand, right?
Bro, you fucking burnt us really good that one day with the sock puppet. Oh, that was a good burn. That was a good fucking burn. It was sick. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it's funny, like, you know, the sense of humor that you have. It's just like one of those. I'm trying to think of who it reminds me of, but it's just like one of those. Bam! When he hits you, it hits you good, bro. So that's awesome. So back to this ship. Yeah. So these motherfuckers, apparently there's been a couple of suicides that occurred on there.
So the reports are 10 deaths in 10 months, and 3 of the suicides happen in like a 1 or 3 week period. Mm-hmm. So right off the bat, there's something that's not being addressed.
Now, here's my what I'm thinking about. I mean, I don't know. So I don't know what I don't know. But it can't be that because they're staying on a fucking boat. You know, it's not like they don't get to go off. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm assuming that they, after their duty day, they're free to go off the fucking ship and go handle business as long as they come back, right? Kind of like living in the barracks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it... And then there was like some kind of a topic of like motherfuckers had to park a long distance away and walk to their fucking their place of duty. How much of a walk is it?
Probably they're probably looking like at a mile walk, which I think what's happening is just a bunch of issues that are being compounded, and I mean, you guys know that a little goes a long way, like right. Like, and we use this we use this on our podcast as an example. Like, man, if you're just in a bad mood all the time, fucking give them a bunch of ice cream, and you know, you'll settle a lot of stuff. So like, so like what I feel like it's going on on the GW, the George Washington or George Bush, sorry, whatever, Washington, yeah. Is going on is a lot of compounding issues that aren't being addressed, and you know, they're just stacking up, and
so wouldn't, and I mean, I don't know the demographics of these motherfuckers that are killing themselves, but I mean, do we know if they were like lower enlisted? And because that's what comes to mind to me is like a lower enlisted, and if not, I mean, if so, where are the NCOs?
And that's what I kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion on, because I know like as field guys, like you're kind of used to like this weird, well, for lack of better words, weird environments where, you know, you're not getting the services as like,
let's see. So Dustin, for example, were there any points during your time in service that, you know, you may have needed, you maybe have had an issue that you needed to deal with and you had to reach out to an NCO? I mean, was there an NCO there for you? Did you know how to use your chain of command per se?
I mean, yes. In a lot of ways I did. The first battery I went to, I actually had a really great chain of command. And we actually, like, all of us had a really good bond at one point or another. So like my grandfather died in 2017 timeframe. And my family had communicated to me that they had put a Red Cross message. So I was like, all right, cool. I let my NCOs know, and I was like, hey, listen, I don't know what's going to happen with this Red Cross message, but this is a situation that's going on. And they were like, all right, cool. Like, not even an hour later, they got the Red Cross message, or our CO did. My NCO drove me to the airport at the time because I didn't have my license.
Damn.
little shipbird. But so I went home, came back. The entire battery at the time was actually on a Muex on ship. So I was just chilling in the rear with the gear, doing absolutely nothing.
Okay, some of us were, real soldiers. We don't know what this
Sorry.
is.
So Marine Expeditionary like exercise, it's where like our battery goes. It's like I was explaining before, like we spend a certain amount of time on a ship to kind of get used to living on a ship for just like the guys that have never been on a ship before.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Now I got a question for you.
Mhm.
How is life with a sailor and a jarhead on a boat? How does that work? How do y'all coexist together?
We don't very well. Like I know, so I was on an LPD, so like they had to have us on the ship because an LPD is like the rear door landing ships that have like the LCACs, they have like the amphibious tracks on them, all those guys.
Okay.
So for us, we physically like that was our home. So sailors either had to get over it or they had to make friends with us.
So basically, y'all punked them, or were there any fights? Anything? How did y'all?
Not to my knowledge. I mean, I've also been on the Iwo Jima when we went to Haiti. So like, I know in my perspective, like I tried to stay away from the Navy as much as I could. Like I remember one time we went upstairs, like our berthing was right next to the Navy gym. So like we went up one time during like Navy hours instead of Marine hours, and we were in civilian attire. And some random naval female came up to us and was like, "You're a Marine. You need to go back to your barracks right now because it's Navy time." And I was like, "Yo, we have 15 minutes left till it's like combined times." And she was like, "Nope, don't want you here." We were like, "Oh,
what a fucking cunt."
It's about to be go time. Rah, rah, rah.
Me and my boy were just like, "Well, damn, like we're just little E3s over here, like not knowing what to do." We're like, "Come on, we'll go back." I mean, it was like 5 steps away, anyways. We'll come back in 20 minutes and just stare at her the whole time, just be an asshole.
That's fucked up. What about on your end, Adam? How was it like having? Did you guys have jarheads on your destroyer or no?
No, I was in the real Navy. I'd never seen a
The
Marine.
real Navy. Love it.
10 years I was in the Navy. Never saw a Marine.
Right on. So y'all didn't get to see y'all boyfriends, huh? That had to be pretty sad. I mean, I heard that the Navy, the reason that they have the last name sewn on their fucking pants is so Marines know who they're fucking.
That's funny.
So I will say this. Shout out to whoever your NCO was that drove you to the Air Force, man.
Yeah.
It's shit like that just reinforces like why our military is so successful. That we have those non-commissioned officers that are going to do this in like other countries, especially Russia, for example. Their non-commissioned officer corps is trash. But just to see that they're just, even in other branches, the stories of these non-commissioned officers taking care of soldiers, man, it just brings my heart full of so much joy, man.
When you were a non-commissioned officer, right, Adam?
I'm gonna say no because just because our rank structure it's
different.
Like
you can be
an
really E5, but you're
like a big leadership role as an E6, but really it's the E7, E8, and E9s that I feel are the NCOs.
Okay, but okay, let me see if I can change it. Did you have personnel under you that you were in charge of?
Yeah.
So I'm sure did they ever come to you for any kind of needs or anything of that sort, or how did that work?
100%. Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a break there. Is there something happening? Because if they're having the Joes stay there, and when I say Joes, I'm talking about your soldiers, your E4 and belows. If they're going to be staying on there's got to be an NCO or some kind of leadership on that fucking boat with them.
Yeah.
And I would assume that he would be in tune with what's going on in there. I'm sure that, especially in confined areas.
Exactly. That's the trippy thing about this whole situation is there has to be like I don't care. Like I've never been in a situation where the chief or the E6 didn't know what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't want to do something about it.
Dude, and have they put out the demographics, or were they males, females?
I haven't looked that far into it.
I'm waiting for the demographics to come
Yeah.
out, because once they do, if it's female, they're gonna say it was kind of sexual related, sexual assault, sexual harassment, some kind of sharp shit. I can already see that happening, and so, and if it's males, they'll try to figure out some kind of PTSD onto that shit.
Can I bring up the one thing that I did want to talk to you about?
Yeah, bring it, please.
So the Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy, the highest enlisted person in the Navy. Does the Army have one? You have like a
Command Sergeant Major of the Army.
Yeah, yep. Anyway, so he cannexed his trip to another carrier because he specifically went back to the GW for this reason too. So right off the bat, that was a good thing. And I don't think his message came off the way he wanted it to, but I don't think his intentions were to go out there and call all the sailors a bunch of pussies.
Right.
But that's kind of like how his message came across. But one of my biggest issues is he alluded to the fact that the sailors kind of need to lower their standards. He attributed like, hey, you're not in a foxhole, getting shot at. You're stateside in the ship.
Right.
Maybe you need to lower your standards a little bit. But then Lopez, I know on your podcast, you've alluded to the fact that, your Joes should be trying to go shoot past those standards and be, come in with a nice uniform, raise.
Right. They should exceed the standards.
Exactly. So when it comes to this situation, why should the sailors lower their standards when it comes to like their workplace environment and this and that, but at the same time,
I don't think it's lowered the standards. I think maybe they should lower their expectations, given the situation that you're in. If you're in a location with the logistics not being there, then it's going to be difficult. For example, there were some fucking fuel problems where supply couldn't get out there. So we were fucking eating and rat fucking MREs like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we had to deal with it, pero I mean, the one thing that tripped me out was, and I get his message did come out fucking like, well, at least you're not doing this, or at least you're not doing that, which it didn't show a lot of compassion to his jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to fucking, Walt Disney said it best, bro. You want to fucking rule with an iron fist or an iron hand, but with a velvet glove. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the way that he should have fucking done that. Be like, hey, man, look, I know that we don't have the greatest ship, but this is what we got right now. Let's deal with it. We'll push through. We're fucking sailors. Motivate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about your predecessors before you, how hard they had it. But when they start bitching about their chow, dude, like, oh, we don't get chow all the time. Bitch, are you serious? There's motherfuckers out on cops that will be lucky if they get some hot meals, and I get it. They're not deployed. But you know what? You're supposed to always train as you fight, right?
Yeah.
So, again, I get the messages, and but him being the top senior fucking enlisted and the liaison to the commander, his message should have been a little bit different. He needs to know his audience.
Let me hit you guys with this one though. Is this was a scheduled overhaul period, so
That's
you did
what
the
I'm gonna ask
workups.
about.
You did the workups to deployment. You go on deployment, and then you knew you were going to the yard. This isn't an unexpected thing.
Right.
So like, I'm gonna keep going back. Why are they subjugated to these living conditions when you could make a few additions?
I agree. Dustin, you want to go ahead and handle this real quick? You got anything on it?
So I'll speak to the logistics factor really quick, because on our deployment, I mean, granted, I don't think anybody paid attention to this anyways, but we got an entire pallet. I mean, I don't even know how many MREs are on a pallet. I can't contest that.
That's a lot.
But every single one of them was expired. The year on the packaging was the year I was born, 1996. If
Jesus!
Sort of wheat product in it, it was mold.
Damn.
Secondly, to my point, I mean, I've spent my time on a naval vessel. I understand how it is when you have to convert salt water into fresh water. Shit happens. I mean, but like, I've been seeing videos all over my Instagram from disgruntled grok or what is it, Disgruntled Doc 2.0 of like dudes having to drink like murky water, naval barracks rooms that are filled to the brim with mold. I mean, I can't contest, like, the Marine Corps is horrible. On N Street and Camp Lejeune, before I left, those, like, I'd say there's probably 17 plus layers of paint on those walls just to cover up the mold and asbestos that are in those barracks.
And that shit, Hunt, you got anything on this real quick?
I can attest to that because right before I got out, man, I was on rear D while I was in the process of getting out. And even as a staff sergeant, man, I was having to scrub mold and shit on these barracks that the soldiers were returning to. And it's like, why have y'all not condemned this? It's like y'all are spending millions and millions of dollars reconstructing 1st Cav headquarters and 3rd CR headquarters, but you're not even investing in these soldiers. Like, hell, the fucking on-post housing itself is ass.
Oh, God.
But like,
Fort
you
Hood.
want, but you want like the top building that motherfucker ain't even living in to be fucking. They got to come up with a better way to spend the money, man.
So I think it to answer your question on my behalf now, Adam. I believe in the 7 P's. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
Yeah.
You know, I believe in that. So somewhere down that, and that starts at the top of the motherfuckers. If it, like you said, is scheduled, they know these guys are going to be docking. Yeah. Are there any barracks in that yard where they're going to be at?
They're going to be docking.
And then,
I mean, but so
they do that at and within the port, okay?
So, but I mean, wouldn't it make sense? I mean, this is just me. I don't know the way it works on a ship, but just my mind thinking about, okay, we need to have barracks, you know, or billets where these sailors can stay at. Okay, we need X amount on the boat. Okay, cool. We'll do weekly rotations. One week, this group will stay on there. They'll handle the business for that week. Next week, boom, and just do like a cycle, do like a rotation. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's maintenance on the boat and shit like that, you know. So there's no barracks there or what? That's 1. 2, again, this is already planned. Why weren't the logistics already there?
Yeah.
You know, they have the fucking money. They get money every fucking September, October, fiscal year, baby. So what are they doing with the money? So now it makes me wonder, where's the money at?
And then this shipyard, this government contract shipyard that's doing all the repairs, like, how much money do you think they're making off the Navy?
Oh, millions.
You can't build with all those billions of dollars. You can't put a suitable parking lot, put a fucking cafe that serves coffee, so these fucking Joes aren't fucking come around their shit.
Dude, make it live like back in Bagram, you know, where they fucking, or out in Bath or in Jalalabad, you know, where they had their little fucking, like a little fob, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have that there. Why can't they do that? So
exactly.
Never heard of a naval trailer park before, but it sounds pretty interesting.
Hey, dog, that's pretty good. But dude, I mean, I would understand motherfuckers having to stay on there because they're on a boat. They knew what they were getting into when they fucking joined the Navy. But I mean, the way it's sounding right now, it's like these are like deplorable conditions for the mightiest fucking Navy in the world to be suffering from shit like this. Sucks. I made a joke last time, like, wait, these motherfuckers can't find showers, but there's an ocean right there. You know what I'm saying? But it's fucking sad, dude. But I don't think that alone is gonna make a motherfucker off himself.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
There's something. Yeah. And
yeah, I was just looking for a video that I seen where it was talking about life on the Navy ship, and it's like this motherfucker was flooded with fucking dirty ass water. And I was like, oh shit, we got like a minute left.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I got the timer.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. I mean, I don't get that. I mean, and first of all, are the people that are working on the fucking G-Dub, are they fucking civilians or are they fucking sailors?
No, the people like doing all the overhaul and stuff.
Yeah.
Civilians. Yeah.
See, that's bullshit, dude. How much money are these motherfuckers making? You know,
that's the problem.
Fucking hey, somebody's getting paid, and it ain't the Navy.
Contractor, you're gonna make that pretty penny one way or another, and it doesn't matter whose life you have to infringe on, realistically. Because
this makes me think about the deep state type shit, man.
But listen, I will say one thing, right? I'm gonna try to say it quickly because I know we got 1 minute.
Yeah, we got about a minute left.
One of the scariest things that one of my boys ever videotaped in our barracks was there was a gap about this big underneath our door, and there was a brown recluse on his floor.
Oh hell no.
And a brown recluse under the door that came out like this, and the other one went up to it like this, and they started touching little legs together, and then they both went up into the door, and I was like,
hell no.
Burn that barracks.
Every day.
Burn in barracks.
Hell yeah.
All right, gentlemen, I'm gonna shoot out that link, and we're gonna continue this discussion because this one it's been getting deep. No pun intended. All right, I'll see you in a second.
Time to dock.
But hey, how can you dock if you don't have fucking foreskin?
I don't know what the fuck, man.
Dun,
I'm
dun,
just
dun.
like,
I'm leaving.
Hey, look, brother Daniel Martin, you'll be all right, okay? But
Preach.
let's go. But continuing with what you were saying right now, so you think this is something?
Yeah, let me just restate it. Sorry.
Yeah.
What I was just saying is that I don't think this is an issue that should be handled by the Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy. I don't even think that the captain or the XO should be. I mean, he should be totally aware of it,
Right.
but at the very bottom, it should be handled at the E7 chief level because they're the ones that have the biggest grasp of what's going on with their troops.
Do you guys have anything that's equal to a first sergeant? Like that's our E8s.
Yeah, it'd be a chief usually for them.
Okay, because they're the ones that are like the commander's right hand. All right, at the company level or battery level.
Oh, that's
And
our command master chief.
Okay, so
Yes.
that dude, he's the one that is in charge of making sure that
Yep.
every fucking Joe is got what they need, you know, spiritually, healthy, mentally, everything.
unit morale.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the first sergeant's in charge of unit morale
Right.
and beans and bullets.
Beans and bullets. There you
Listen,
go.
I will say one thing about you guys, the Chiefs. I remember one day I did not call a chief by his proper title. And granted, I mean, this is my first time ever on a naval vessel. And I got, I think he was like I don't know, whatever the 2 stars is.
Oh, okay. That's a master chief.
Yeah, so he was a master chief. And I didn't see the 2nd star. So I just said, Roger that, chief. And there was another like master chief next to him. Yo, you would have thought that I was trying to burn the ship down. This man. They would say, "Hey, chief, do you mind if I just get some toilet paper?" And he was like, "That's a master chief." And I was like, "Okay, now I know. Thank you."
Lesson learned.
I mean, I guess I can't think of any stories like that. The only thing I remember, well, I hated fucking saluting some of you fucking Navy assholes because they have that fucking crow
Every time.
that from a distance looks like a fucking colonel.
Yep.
And then I'm like, oh, because the first thing you look at is nowadays you look down to the rank because it used to be up here, but now it's here. So I look down, I see, then I start going up, and then I see the motherfuckers younger than me. Like this motherfucker ain't no bird.
I got
all the time with our corpsmen.
man, I remember like when I was a private, and like I had called I didn't know that all E7s weren't called smoke.
Smoke.
Yeah. So like it was this fucking like what was it aviation dude? Because me and my homeboy, this was when we were in Key West. We were fucking around with these
Somebody got that raggedy ass T-Mobile
and then
internet.
their E7 came in. So I was like, just smoke. He was like, no fuck smoke. Yeah. All right, you got me now? You got me now. You got me now?
White power.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I called the dude fucking smoke. We were fucking with some aviation chicks. The E7 came and I was like, yeah, Roger that, smoke. And he was like, smoke, I ain't no goddamn smoke. I'm starting first class. I was like, damn, man, my bad, chief.
Right.
Serious, man. Like,
Chief, I ain't your motherfucking chief.
Chief.
When
I guess we just boys back on the block, huh?
Yeah. So did y'all call y'all's E7's chiefs? I mean, your E6's chiefs?
No.
Or what'd y'all call them? No, I'm talking about to Martin.
Artilleryman.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Did y'all call him chief?
No, so the way it works, like I was telling Danny before, so like our E4s and E5s are usually section chiefs, and then our E6s are like our section heads. Like they're ahead of everybody else. Like it's usually a staff sergeant. Then we got our battery gunnery sergeant, our E7. Then we got our first sergeant. And then we usually have a master guns within the battalion.
You're lucky I can't find my fucking name tape. It's Lopez.
Oh, sorry.
Y'all gotta excuse me
I'm
again.
fucking clearly Daniel. So.
Look, brother. No, I get it. Now for the Navy, where do they start referring to them as chiefs?
E7.
Okay, and just chief.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, if they're cool chiefs, then like the E8s will be fine with just calling them chief. But then the master chiefs, they might get, just because that's the highest in this rank, where
Right.
Where you know they put in some work, so you kind of they kind of
earned it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what pissed me off? Like, for example, jarheads, they fuck around and they call each other by the rank. You know what I'm saying? Like, sergeant is sergeant, staff sergeant is staff sergeant, sergeant first class is sergeant
Ain't
first
no
class.
fucking sarge around here.
No, it's not even that. Oh, my fucking Joes knew better than that shit. I hate that. No, but what I can't stand is in the Army itself, between E5 and E8, you can still be called sergeant. And I'm like, I'm not a fucking sergeant. I'm a staff sergeant. You know what I'm saying? Like Roger Sergeant, staff sergeant. You know, and up to E8 master sergeant, a master, because E8 is both master sergeant and first sergeant. Master sergeant is more on the fucking admin side, works in the fucking office.
Yeah.
First sergeant will be more on at the battery level with the Joes. So, you know, they have a nickname called Top.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of them don't like being called Top.
Nope.
I don't spit in my fucking head, you know. So, anyways, I hate it being
my next
called
question: if you guys call him Top or not?
Oh yeah, we call them Top. You know, some of them like it, some of them don't like it. I don't spit on my fucking head. I remember First Sergeant Money. He always said that shit. Don't call me Top, motherfucker. But yeah, dude. Dude, I mean, I don't know how many times I got called motherfucker in my whole career. I thought it was just another fucking name, man.
But I was just, hey, bitch.
So, so moving on from the naval, we'll go ahead and just say, hey, if you do have any mental issues, y'all, you know, if you have any kind of fucking depression, don't be afraid to go find help. Don't be afraid to ask for help, bro. You know, because I'd rather listen to you for 10 minutes than have to fucking sit at a goddamn eulogy and listen about you for an hour. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all go check out that shit. And I know, dude, when you call the VA, it gets fucking annoying, bro. But you know what? Fuck the VA. Call your homies, call your battle buddies, call your fucking shipmates, call your motherfucking shadow jarheads, whatever the fuck y'all call each other, you know, your boyfriends. I don't know, but call them and listen to podcasts, bro. Believe it or not, it's a fucking, sometimes it's a fucking good mental break, man. And so if y'all depressed out there, ain't nothing wrong with asking for help. And if you're not depressed and you're clogging the system, go fuck yourself. You should be the one. Remember, it's north and south. All right, not east and west. You pieces of shit. Sorry, I get fucking agitated because this one fucking soldier I had, he tried to kill himself cutting his fucking shoulder. 80%, y'all. He got 80 fucking percent.
Sounds like a plan. 80%. Wow. Hey,
yeah.
That's goddamn.
Fuck him.
Hopefully
fuck him. I hope he fucking falls off a horse and it fucking kicks him in the head and he ends up a goddamn vegetable.
Oh man, it's not that serious.
How do you really feel though?
Huh?
How do you really feel though?
Brother Lopez,
I mean, don't hold back.
I'll try not to hold back. But let's go ahead and move on to some political shit that's been going on, y'all. I don't know how y'all feel about speaking politics. We rarely talk about it here. Mainly in jest, mainly because I don't know politics enough to make a decision left or right. I know I'm in the middle, maybe a little bit to the right. I know where Lee Hunt stands. You know, if you see the color of this fucking hat, he's darker than that shit. He's beyond that shit. All right.
Yeah. Extremely.
And but
not as much as I used to be. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, that's true. We used to have a segment specifically for him when I first started this podcast. It was called the Angry Black Man Moment. And that was back when I like my first maybe 10 episodes where we would just go onto his Facebook and push play. And boy, did he have some rants. But yeah, dude, with that said, there's this big thing going on out in the fucking in the world right now. All right. And I think it's stupid. And yes, if there's any broads listen to this, we're talking about this. All right. I know we don't have vaginas, so we shouldn't have a say in this. But guess what? I do have a say in it. You know why I have a say in it? Because it comes out of me before it goes into you. So it's alive when it comes out of me and goes into you. Just putting that out there. So it's not just you, it's part of me in there. Anyway, so there's this big issue going on with abortion right now. This Roe versus Wade bullshit. I had to wake up to that this morning because I go to sleep with the TV on. I honestly don't give a shit either way, but because nothing we say here is going to change anything. I just like to know if y'all have a view, would you like to share it? And what would it be? Hunt, let's start with you.
It's a slippery. I think it can be a slippery slope. One, you had like a whole like the 3 people that just got put on the Supreme Court where they told the Congress people that they were like they weren't going to overturn it. It was settled. This, that, and the third, right? And now we're finding out that in a few months it's going to be overturned. Now, I know this is a far stretch, but who's to say that like other things that were settled in law, such as, you know, interracial marriage, such as same-sex marriage, who's to say that in the next 10, 20 years, they're not going to take this argument up and overturn those?
I'll hold my opinions. Dustin or Bro Daniel.
Yeah, bro Dustin Dan.
Any opinions? If you don't want to opine, that's fine, bro.
No. I mean, it is a slippery slope. I mean, I think everybody has the right to do their own things with their own body.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel it's right if you get pregnant by somebody and if you be spiteful because of some sort of action that that person caused you, that you go out and get an abortion to be spiteful against that person because that person might have done what you deem as whatever? I mean, if that's the case, that in my opinion, or if you abort the baby like at maybe like your 3rd trimester, like right before the baby's about to be born, I do not think that's right. I believe there actually was a anti-abortion activist recently who was arrested and found to have, I think it was several corpses of fetuses in her home. How can you be so anti-abortion, but clearly you're having abortions in some sort of manner?
Wow. Do you wish to opine, Average G.I. Joe pod? Or do you will you hold your opinion back? It's fine. No problem, brother.
No, it's I'll just say this, that yeah, it's like way too complicated for it to be so black and white. I will say that majority of the women that are going through the process are going to battle this decision till the very end, and I don't think that it's right that a bunch of old white dudes are making these choices for them. So I'm gonna lean more towards pro-choice.
Gotcha.
So, I like how Dustin, I like how you worded that like perfectly, man. Like it shouldn't be done out of spite. If it's something like that that's done out of spite, dead fucking wrong. If you're in your 3rd trimester, dead fucking wrong. So I really like how you worded that, man, because I think that like people like me that are passionate about that, I haven't articulated it in that way. You know what I mean?
I'm passionate on the opposite side. I am what they consider pro-life. I don't like categorizing myself and like that. I don't like putting myself in boxes. But I've always felt, and I'll use feel on this one because this is an emotional attachment, you know, that it's a living organism in there. You know, I get it. You know, if the first 8 weeks, I get it. You know, shit happened. You know, you didn't know that you were pregnant because people can go, you know, the first trimester without knowing they're fucking knocked up. But if you willfully knew that you were ovulating, the motherfucker has that super sperm, you know that fucking raw dog can lead to motherfucking having a baby. And you still just look at it as a contraceptive fucking avenue versus, you know, using a fucking condom. How is that child at fault? You know, oh, but she's only 16, but she was fucking grown up enough to have sex, wasn't she? You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to make grown-up decisions, they have grown-up consequences. And I think it's selfish to terminate a child. Now, if you're going to give me the argument of rape, incest, and fucking the life of the host or the parent, the mom, you know, I get it. But what are the percentages of that occurring? They're very, very, very minuscule. But everybody wants to throw that out as a generality. You see what I'm saying? So again, you're right. I'm not a fucking woman. I can't give my opinion on that. But I do believe that careful, hon. I do believe that it's selfishness, and I think there may be some rewording that needs to be done, possibly like to X amount. I don't know how laws work. We ain't politicians. Look, man, you got 4 fucking military men with fucking
313 Bravos.
I do have a save
three
round
fucking
though,
cannoneers and only one smart one that actually shot fucking missiles. All right, so
Yeah.
I
I
concur.
got a save round though.
so that's how I feel about that, and that's our position here on the Gunline on this topic for tonight.
Can, let me.
Go
Can
ahead,
I
go
just?
ahead. Yeah.
I have. Who first?
You. Go ahead.
No,
my
you
bad.
go first.
Where are you at on the stance where they said banning abortions only bans safe abortions?
What is a safe abortion?
Yeah, that doesn't.
In a medical facility by a licensed doctor.
Okay, and
What's an
and I'll
unsafe
use
abortion?
go ahead.
and then like for example, like they banned, prohibition. They banned alcohol, and what did that lead to? Just a bunch of dudes making liquor in the bathtub going blind.
Okay.
So y'all know that. I'm sorry, I'll talk after you, Dustin.
No, go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Dustin.
So this is my only other feeling on the situation is with people wanting to have abortions. I think this is just my personal opinion. Like think about how many people literally miscarry throughout. Like people have had 5 miscarriages before their first child. And you're on your first one. I can understand if you physically and financially and mentally and everything else cannot afford that child, and you have to. Have to is a strong word.
They give condoms out for fucking free.
They do. But with that being said, in my opinion, before you would have an abortion, think about people that cannot physically have a baby because of whatever XYZ reason they have going on in their lives. I mean, that's just my personal opinion on the fact.
How about this? If a person's deciding they're going to become sexually active, how about they don't want to have children, right? How about this? Rather than the government fund for fucking abortions, how about we fund those IUDs that, they go under the skin and you keep them for 5 fucking years? How about you do that instead? You know what I'm saying? I'll put my money towards that because at least you're not murdering a life. You know what I'm saying? I can back up on that. But, when you're fucking putting a vacuum or scissors and cutting up a child in there, especially when you're going past the first trimester, I don't give a fuck what anybody tells me. Oh, at 10 weeks, it's not a child. My daughter, Emily, my oldest, when she was 11 weeks, in the fucking belly, I can see her little legs moving, her little arms flapping all over the place, going in circles. You know what I'm saying? So they can't tell me that's not a fucking actual human being. But yet there's been laws as well that they've tried to pass where a pregnant mother gets involved in an accident and the pregnant mother dies. Now, and her fetus dies as well. Should that be 2 homicides or 1 homicide?
Well, what if you have an abortion and you have twins? Is that double homicide?
Exactly.
Oh my God. I know you went with it.
So
I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there.
I mean, regardless, I'm where I swing libertarian or in the middle is where I believe that the government shouldn't have the right to tell us to do anything with our fucking bodies. Okay. The caveat to that is that that's another body within her body. So it's not just her body anymore. You see what I'm saying? So that's where
to get off topic really quick though. Yeah. So if these same people are for like banning abortions and whatever else, are they then for gender reassignment for children, because I don't think that's right.
that.
But I don't even know if I want to fucking get into that one, because that's a whole another fucking episode.
My friend. Oh my God. But you know what, Hunt? I'm gonna play your game. Let's say it was a fucking full left-leaning motherfucking tree-hugging, well-humping, goddamn, no more drilling, just leftards on the fucking as the Supreme Court. And they start talking about the motherfucking Second Amendment and putting more motherfucking restrictions on your right to bear arms. Oh, well, that was only meant for hunting or a well-regulated militia. Yeah, bitch. Basically, the fucking government that you're becoming right now. How would you feel about it then?
I would be upset because once again, you should not infringe on anybody's rights. And the more and more like I said, man, like, obviously where I stand, but the more and more that I don't know if it's I'm aging. I don't in my opinion, any laws, regulations, whatever you want to call it, on guns is an infringement on anybody's rights.
Okay, so this is a question for all of y'all. Do we all agree in the right to bear arms? It shall not be infringed, right?
Yeah.
All right, shall not be infringed, right?
So I'll put it to you this way. So in the state of Massachusetts, they have a law pertaining to homemade firearms, which they deem as a ghost gun.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go one state to two states above us, you only need a driver's license and proof of residency to buy a firearm.
So here's where I'm getting at, though. Shall not be infringed.
No, don't get me wrong. The Second Amendment is the document you need to own a gun.
But it does get infringed on. I'll give you a fucking perfect example. This guy. I can't own a fucking weapon because I caught a fucking felony.
Ooh.
So my right to bear arms is, guess what? Being infringed. So I mean, it's funny.
The federal law, you can own a black powder rifle. So when someone breaks into your house, you hit him with the triangle bayonet, right?
Hey,
so that one up.
So here's
an Elmer Fudd type shit.
Be belly quiet.
Cannon will work.
Oh man, dude, that just gives me some more shit to fucking tweet about. And talking about Twitter, yo,
yes.
Why is everybody having a fucking big heart attack or shit fit about Twitter being bought out by Elon? I'll just start with you, Adam. What do you know about this? Like about Elon Musk buying Twitter? And I know that you use Twitter. So I go on there and I just retweet sometimes shit. I don't know how it works, and I see free titties on there. So bitches be having OnlyFans. Nah, bitch, you have Twitter too. I seen your link tree. And anyways,
not the link tree.
So anyways, why is everybody having a heart attack over this? I keep hearing about free speech.
Yeah.
And I mean, do you have any opinion on that, or any thoughts on that?
Not too much. I just think the connection or the fit they're having is because obviously the people that are doing the canceling are in fear of the canceled returning.
Go figure.
I think it's kind of, I'm more interested in the take that Elon had, that he's gonna get rid of bots, and what that's gonna do is because like you're really gonna find out how much people care about these abortion laws. You're gonna care about how much people really care about this issue and that issue, because without the bots pushing out all this weird stuff just to get people, it's going to drill down on like what's really important and what's really people care about. And you're going to realize that nobody really gives a fuck about anything.
Thank you. You fucking nailed it on that one. Yes. Brother Daniel, what do you think?
So my whole take on it is like, I remember seeing this. It's been a long time since, but how the fuck can ISIS have a goddamn Twitter account? And all these like whatever fucking groups, militias, fucking anti-government fucking agencies, Antifa, like in these groups have some type of social media. Granted, I'm gonna get into this, and I don't like saying this, but Donald Trump can't have a fucking Twitter because he says mean things.
That's exactly it.
That's the thing. You can have a fucking group that literally beheads people, throws gay people off of fucking roofs, takes over entire city blocks in America. But the moment that he says that Iran or other fucking states or countries are fucking bad, they say, nope, kick him out.
I agree 100% on that as well, but it's because the terms and conditions allow them to fucking have these platforms as long as they don't say anything offensive.
This is my second half with that.
Go ahead.
I do not agree with Trump inciting the whole Capitol thing. I do not agree with that. I do not stand with that. Like, that whole thing was fucking stupid. If you went to that and you think that you were going to do something fucking different for the United States of America, you might be missing one or two chromosomes. I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you this now.
We actually had someone close to our circle, I'll say, that was involved in something similar, that was involved in that and actually made the news. But here's what I think about that, because differing opinions, obviously, and that's what I love about this Gunline. For those of you that are new to listen to the Gunline, this is how we handle shit on the Gunline. We have conversations. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're fucking deep, sometimes it's all over the place. Each fucking Gunline, each gun section is going to have a different conversation going on. All right, and this one's just going all over the place, just like it normally does. But here's my thought on it. It was a protest. I'm pretty sure some motherfuckers were planted in there to incite a riot. Again, this goes into fucking deep state shit. And it honestly goes to wag the fucking dog, honestly, dude. Right now, we're so focused on fucking Biden's fucking son. We're too focused on this fucking abortion bullshit. We're too focused on Ukraine. And little by little, these news headlines are going away. But what the fuck is really happening on the other side? What's really going on that we don't know about? Shit, coronavirus fucking ended, apparently. Nobody talks about that. But guess what? Nope. It's starting to come back up again. I guess their news cycle is slowed down because now there's a new 2 variants coming up. So I don't get it. I want the truth, that social media platform now, it's the same as Twitter. And what I find funny when I start, because I like to look at the news on all ends. I don't want, I watch all these fucking opinion outlets, MSNBC, Fox, CNN, and they're like, oh, well, they're going to start censoring us and, start saying that basically what you're doing to the fucking right. That's what you're afraid of happening. Basically what Adam just said, that they're afraid that they're going to start getting canceled. And secondly, the agenda is not going to get pushed anymore. So nobody's going to give 2 shits about it anymore. That's all we talk about is whatever gets put on social media. Like me right now, recently, what I've been stuck on? Honestly, fucking Johnny Depp, y'all. Shit, Johnny Depp. Have y'all watched that shit at all?
Not really.
Yeah, shit on people's bed. Yo, let me apologize to y'all, man, for always running off, man. I'm pissing like a Russian racehorse, man. This fucking water that I started drinking instead of my usual grown folk beverage has been running fucking through me, man.
Yes, sir. Nah, dude, it's all good, baby.
Mix in a Gatorade every once in a while, or else you're just finishing all your electrolytes.
Yes, this is actually electrolyte. It's it's some electrolyte formula body armor sports water.
God damn, we are slowly turning into idiocracy.
Drink your water and change your socks, my man. That's all I got to say.
Fucking A, dude. So Elon, not Elon, Johnny Depp. Anybody else been following it? I know I've been following it. Adam, where do you are you team team Depp or team Heard?
Oh, I'm a team Depp for sure, but I mostly watch for to see dumbass lawyers get handled. That's mostly what I'm into.
Bro, how do you object to your own question, bro?
Yeah.
It's all hearsay. It's all hearsay.
People being bad at their job is what I'm into.
And they're fucking celebrity lawyers, bro.
And they're doing it with a straight face, but they're bad at their job. That's what I'm in. I don't really care about the job. I'm into people being bad at their own job.
I think the funniest part is this cunt is supposed to be an actress. I'd never heard of her until all the shit popped up. But if she's supposed to be an actress, can she do a better acting at fucking not giving a shit because she up there looking, yeah, exactly what Hunt's doing. That's exactly like,
Yeah.
and dude, she's almost pulling a fucking that white boy. What was his name?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
putting a
yeah,
Kyle Rittenhouse on
Rittenhouse.
that, you know. And thank goodness they freed my boy, but that motherfucker went too far with that fucking crunch.
Fake ass crying boy. What in the world?
Everybody knew that shit was fake as fuck. You know, I mean, but
Tears, baby. Them
I
tears.
can't wait to see her on the stand because she should be coming up on the stand here.
Nice.
And dude,
I'm also into like people getting like caught in their lies. Like I donated 3.5 million. There's a literal receipt that says you donated what 300,000 or something.
right.
Like you can't even bullshit out that because everything's electronic these days. There's evidence.
Yeah.
And so I'm
Paper.
also paper trails. Like I'm also into people getting caught in their lies.
Oh, I fucking love it, bro. You know, speaking of getting caught in their lies, you know what I haven't seen a lot lately has been those fucking stolen valor motherfuckers in a while, man.
Oh my god,
Oh,
dude! I gotta fucking. I gotta send you this clip, man. One of my friends on mutuals on TikTok sent me this shit, and it was this dude. He was in the Marines, or he claims to be a Marine. Guess what his MOS in the Marines was?
Oh, got 13 Bravo.
Admin.
13 Bravo.
Which it would be a 0800 in a fucking in the Corps.
No, but he says I was a 13 Bravo
in the Marine Corps.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
And on top of that, his bio says Navy veteran.
Yo, I think all of us should go.
He's getting it all. He's gonna circle it all. He's gonna fucking
Let
be.
me just put this pencil in my mouth before I lose my
Jesus.
fucking shit.
So, dude, he took a part of the Army, a part of the fucking Navy, and a part of the fucking Marine Corps.
Bro, and the best
He
thing
had
about
Marine Corps name tapes on a fucking Air Force uniform that said
he had an Air Force fucking shirt on in his fucking video.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Hey, let me look at your LES.
Seriously,
What the fuck?
Who's paying you? That's
Dude. Hey,
what
the worst part-
recruiter did you go through? Who is he?
For
Let's find out that is.
that dude, is he getting 4 different retirements?
Bro, like I said, man, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna send this shit to you, man.
Oh, I gotta say, hey, listen, people. You can find us on the socials, all right, on motherfucking Instagram, Twitter, whatever the fucking socials are. You can find us there. Make sure y'all go and look up motherfucking Average G.I. Joe podcast. All right, y'all need to go look that shit up. Go hang out with them. Go listen to their sea stories as well. They also got this one thing where they do videos. They do kind of like, I don't know if you ever seen that fucking Mystery Theater 3000. You know what I'm saying? You know, they break down some movies and shit.
Semen on film.
No, it's not gay porn. I mean, it sounds like it, but it's not. But dude, with that, because we're gonna start wrapping up, we got a few minutes left. I want to talk about entertainment shit real quick. All right. Does anybody here watch Ozarks? Jesus fucking Christ. Do any of y'all have Netflix? Do y'all have Netflix? No?
Yeah.
My buddy's Netflix. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't watch Netflix, though. It's fucking trash.
What do you
I
watch?
got that HBO Max. That's what I got.
Okay, so do I. There ain't shit on there. Westworld
Y'all
is not
need to-
on. The
What do you
Sopranos
mean?
ended a
Halo
long
is on
time
there.
ago. Huh?
Listen, y'all are paying too much. Get y'all some fucking Surge TV, and you're gonna knock out everything for 20 fucking bucks.
Wait. Has anybody watched the new Moon Knight series on Disney?
Yes, I've been watching Moon
That
Knight.
shit
It is fucking awesome.
fucking great.
The last thing I watched on Disney was fucking Mandalorian. And I don't know if y'all been watching that one.
Yeah.
Dude, all I can say is my favorite comedian came out on there and he fucking crushed it. Bill Burr fucking
Yeah.
crushed. Dude, when I don't know if you've seen the Mandalorian, but there's this one scene where Bill like got into fucking character like a veteran, bro. And like you could see it in his eyes, like he had that fucking PTSD look going. I wrote him about that shit to his podcast. He read it on his podcast, bro. Anyway, so I wrote him like, dude, how did you get into character for that? Did you talk to any veterans? Because he played that shit off really fucking well. Then he starts blasting that motherfucker, dog. It's fucking badass. So, anyways, Bill Burr is my homie. But okay, so what the fuck do you watch then, brother Daniel Martin?
I mean, I'm not a TV show guy. I don't have the attention span for that shit. So I like movies more than anything.
Speaking of movies,
okay,
this guy's gonna go see. Already got my tickets for Doctor Strange.
Okay.
I don't know what that. Okay, what about you, Adam? What do you watch? I'm alone in this one.
I'm right now. I'm watching the last 4 minutes of the NBA Finals.
I don't even watch fucking that.
Who's winning?
Right now,
Give us a live update.
I think Golden State is up 1-0, and I think
No, they lost.
No.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
No. I'm talking about no. I'm talking about last game they played. They lost.
Oh, so they're 1-1 then.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good.
I have nothing to watch right now because hockey season is over.
Trash.
What? What you say?
Waste of a good football field.
First of all, have you ever been to a hockey game?
Yes.
Then you know you're talking out your ass. Just because you find it racial because, there's all these white guys beating this black guy with sticks.
Canada has a black hockey player.
Yes. Yeah, what's it called? Nashville has one. But it's boring as fuck. Hockey is boring as shit.
There's a fight like every 2 minutes.
Dude,
Soccer
have you ever
is
seen the
boring.
ice girls? The bitches that go out there and hook up the motherfucking ice? Bro.
This shit is boring.
What kind of hockey are you watching? I've never seen that shit before.
Soccer's boring. Soccer's boring. Hockey's boring. Fucking
3-on-3 hockey in overtime is the best overtime
Yes.
rules
Yes.
ever.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Look, man. Are you
Swimming
just still
is
mad?
boring.
Well, we talked about swimming earlier.
Yeah, I know.
I think I might have touched a nerve on him. That's why he's upset at me because we were talking about, black people and then being in the water and how they're never in there.
Yesterday?
So yeah, that was like yesterday's
Was
conversation.
that a fake? Did y'all experience that, one being in the Navy and then another being in the Marines? Because I've seen like pictures of the Navy where people actually jumping off the ship and going swimming. So where the brothers like, yeah, we're just gonna stay here.
I mean, so yeah, I had made a small joke about that because he had said there's not very many black people in the water, and I tell him, well, I mean, unless you count the deep Atlantic, but some people might not get that, others will. But did you get to do that? Oh shit, I'm done at 1 minute and 24 seconds. Adam, where can we find you?
Average G.I. Joe Pod on pretty much everywhere. Just search for it. You'll find me.
Marquise. Damn, wrong fucking black guy. God damn.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Marquise.
I'm thinking about my boy Marquise Davis. Hunt, where can they find you at?
TikTok, that guy again. King Virgo.
King Virgo 82. And brother Daniel Martin, aka Dustin. Where do we find you if you want to put out your socials?
It's gonna be Instagram and TikTok, and they're both gonna be 08XX_Tony.
What, y'all can't make that shit easy, man.
Oh, fuck no.
God damn. Fucking jarheads. Anyways, with that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all being here. Hey, once this gets knocked out, I'm gonna shoot out one more link, just do a quick recap and shit. So with that being said, everybody, thank y'all for being here. We hope you enjoyed this midweek memo. Rounds complete. End the mission. Gunline out. Bye, motherfuckers. Hunt had to go take a shit.
Oh, that's fine.
So
glad you got that in on the recording.
That's what I meant to do. So no, I mean, y'all go ahead and keep on talking, man. Like,
that was one of the coolest things that I've heard is like, and I guess the Army you said you did too, is that you guys let the lower enlisted eat first and then so on and so on. I thought that was super cool.
We used to fuck with our staff NCOs and our NCOs and go, troops eat first, troops eat first.
Yeah, we do the same thing, kind of like with the, because we have the non-commissioned officers creed. The creed of the non-commissioned officer was, I would always, place their needs above my own.
And
so,
like simple shit like that will fucking get the fucking, the lower ranks.
Yeah.
to get behind you, you know?
You guys don't do that in the Navy.
The officers
No.
have their own mess, and the chiefs have their own mess, and then the enlisted folk, we dine on our own facilities, and it's
when it's time to eat, bro. Like we'll set up, and then either sometimes the first sergeant will be out there fucking giving chow. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Out
yeah.
of Mermites.
All the time.
Yep.
that's so
And-
fucking
Sometimes
cool.
you might even see the battery commander out there fucking doing it.
Yeah, man. For real. Dude, I mean, I don't know if it was last podcast I was talking about. It was like some of the leadership that I had, like I'd follow them to hell. My old commander, Captain Martin, and my first sergeant, Amaral, we were out there in fucking dead heat, Afghanistan, fucking June in Logman province, fucking hot as balls, bro. And they were out there filling sandbags with us. You know what I'm saying? So that's not something you're gonna see somebody E8 or an 03 doing. So I just respected that. So yeah, man. I mean, it's cool having also fucking like you were saying earlier, having a sailor and a jarhead. That's crazy. 2 Department of the Navies. And
In 2 completely different realms as well.
Yeah.
And the awesome part is that what I like about this, man, is like you were saying earlier, Adam, you've never met him before. He's never met you, but automatically we fucking meld in together. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what we're talking about. We speak the same lingo. And this,
and we're not too far off. I'm an offensive missile guy, weapons guy. So
no, what I'm saying is, as far as like,
I meant to Dustin.
Right. So no, but I was saying is like, we don't know each other, but we could still
Come
fucking
together
like a
and-
puzzle fit each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we have that same fucking brotherhood in the military, and civilians
like-
don't get that.
Lopez can be talking about something about artillery, and then I can articulate it to you in that sense. Or
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
if he
Wow,
brings up
this
lingo that you don't
motherfucker-
understand.
He just used big words on me. Articulate, because he can't speak.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna
yeah,
say
yeah,
it the
yeah.
correct way. This motherfucker said I'll articulate it. Is it because I'm Mexican?
It's-
I don't speak proper English. Is that what you're saying?
It's actually on his word of the day calendar, and he said it like
Yeah,
he
that's
said
exactly
it
what it
like
is,
23
man.
times. He said it 23 times already today.
Word of the day. Here's the calendar you rip off. The
Ooh,
fucked up
today's
thing is on
word
last
is
month's date.
hesitation.
Dude.
He's used the word like 32 times today, so it's no big deal.
Did you meet your goal of using articulate?
No, had to get
I'm proud of you. Oh my god. How long you been out now, Dustin?
Technically speaking, or like,
Oh, that's right, because you're still
because we still have to do
switching.
part 2. I got a lot of, there's things
Yeah.
in there that I still haven't even talked about.
That's right.
Because
Dude,
I've
hold
also
on.
been in the Marine Corps Reserve as well.
Hold on. Let me right now that I had to get my calendar back. I'm doing it old school style. All right. So just so you can see, here's my calendar with dates and names.
Oh,
And-
that's not a calendar, that's a notebook.
Motherfucking right, baby. That's how I keeps it.
Legit calendar. I have a whiteboard calendar.
Ooh, he's fancy.
Damn, you know, hey, but that's how they roll in the Navy, bro. They got to write everything on butcher boards. They're behind those little fucking screens with the dark rooms, using their little
Did you
fucking.
guys? I still got a wheel book.
Oh, what? Oh my
A what?
god! What did you call that?
A wheel book.
Yeah, I didn't. We used to have the green books. Oh fuck! I wish I
Yeah,
had a,
well, it says literally, it just says notes.
mine. It's just a green book. It's just literally a green book that will say Staff Sergeant Lopez, and in there I had all my Joe's social security numbers, their weapons numbers, everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right. So, okay. So you, all right. For part 2, a specific part 2 of Shoot the Shit, I got May 27th.
Sure.
Fuck. It's not. I'm not going to be in town. I'm going to be in Nashville. We'll squeeze it in. And I'll drop it off that weekend. We're going to make it happen. But yeah, dude, because next week I got this food Ty that he hit me up on Instagram. Like, hey man, if you need guests, I'm down to come on. I'm like, done. Because ever since I put out that whole, if you want to hit me up and you want to come on, let me know. And that's how this fool got to me. Dustin
Yes, sir.
Martin, however, whatever his name is. I don't even know what his fucking name is. It's Tony,
No, that's my actual
Dustin,
name is Dustin Martin.
brother Daniel. So, but yeah, fucking, I got him, and then I got another brother. His name is Chrismer. He's been going through some heavy times recently. Like, on Facebook, social media, you could tell when motherfuckers are like reaching out, but not reaching out.
Yeah.
So I told him
got a few of those on my Instagram that are like that.
Yeah. So I'm having him come on next week. I think it is. Oh no, on the 13th. So, and then I got my homeboy Carrero coming on. I'm gonna squeeze you in there, bro. We got to get it in, and just don't get in trouble by saying some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Because you're going guard, right?
Oh, I'm already in the guard.
Hey, does the Navy have anything like that? Like reserves or?
Yeah, they got reserves. Yeah.
So when I was actually in my Marine Reserve unit, we had a reserve corpsman that there was two of them. One of them lived here in Massachusetts, and the other one flew up from Florida to just come to our drill weekends. I was like, fuck that. I wouldn't do that.
Fuck that. So wait, there were no fucking Marines on the destroyer? None?
Mm-mm.
Destroyers don't have Marines.
Well, there's no need for them, right?
No.
They are like self-sustained.
Only amphibious vessels are going to carry Marines.
So aircraft carriers, LPDs. I'm trying to think what the fuck the other one is.
LHAs, something.
LHAs, there we go.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, y'all.
And I mean,
so those are the boats that the back opens up and it fills up with water, so the Marine craft could take off.
Yep. Do a little plunge.
I guess, man, that's fucking crazy too.
But like I said, I was in the real Navy.
The real Navy don't need
I thought
Marines.
I was in the men's department. My bad.
Damn. Oh man, I just trip out on that, man. Like, I mean, okay, here's my thing about the jarheads. When I was in Kuwait, I remember I was having a conversation with one dude. We were in the smoke pit, right? And we're smoking and having this fucking, I was going on leave or coming back from leave. I can't remember. This was back in 06. And the dude was telling me like, yeah, man, I just left Ramadi and, I'm heading back home. And, our deployments, they're only 6 months long or 9 months long. I think they were. And, but, I volunteered to stay longer. And I'm like, damn, dude, you got it rough, bro. Ramadi, 06. Wasn't fun, it's not fun times. That was some hard fucking core shit going on. And so, like, we're just shooting the shit, like talking it up. I'm telling him some of my fucking missions out there. And finally, like, so, hey, dog, so what do you do in the Corps? He's like, oh, combo? I work on computers and stuff. I wanted to bitch slap him so fucking hard, bro. Like, okay, so you're just a dirty fucking pogue like I am. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Fucking leg.
Dude, that shit pissed me off, bro. Because they walk around with this, like, they got this aura of like, I'm a Marine. Nobody gives a fuck.
Listen, this makes no fucking sense. Admin Marines and fucking water purification Marines are like the two like biggest fucking MOSs for like dudes that are just fucking jacked because they don't do fucking
they don't do anything.
All they do is go to the fucking gym and get fucking jacked, and everybody else is actually fucking working their balls off the motor pool, fucking FDAing guns or fucking changing fucking motors out in trucks and shit. And here they are fucking
Dude, let me ask you, now that I have you on here, Adam, like, do you guys ever get to fuck with the missiles themselves, or like, like, do you guys load them, or you guys do the? Okay, so
well, in my division we have the rate called gunners mates, and they technically handle the loading of the missiles, but there's not enough of them, so we give them a hand.
Right on. Do you guys ever write?
The Navy loves loading missiles,
Yeah, and the fucking Marine Corps loves watching them do it.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Navy. What is it? Never again volunteer yourself.
Yeah.
What other fucking acronyms or what other phrases do y'all have? Like for us, it's ain't ready to be Marines yet. Uncle Sam ain't releasing my ass yet.
Uncle Sam's misguided children is the Marine Corps.
No,
which makes sense.
Yeah, no, you guys are fucking muscles are required, intelligence not essential.
Yeah, that too. Listen,
Mostly Army rejects and Navy equipment. Yeah, we got
Oh,
some
the
for
Oh
Air
you.
yeah.
I don't know if the Air Force has any.
I mean,
Who cares?
It's the Air Force. You know what they do got? Some fine ass looking bitches. Dude, when I was in Korea, oh my fucking God, they got Yongsang out there. Whew. But I was already taken, bro. I was already taken. But the Air Force has the hottest bitches. I think the Navy has the horniest ones. And
No, that's not true.
bro,
Marine Corps does, but them most of them bitches look like cinder blocks with legs. So
oh, dude, I'll tell you, I was in school, in the Army, right at one of my schoolings, with a former Navy chick who happened to be a cook or some shit. Bro, the stuff that she told me she would do, she was dirty, bro, dirty, like, but it was hot. But it was dirty, bro. Like, damn, man, you put what up in your hoo-ha? Damn, okay. And you know, that's just
that ship life is wild, bro. That ship life is wild. I know a kid that almost got kicked out of the Marine Corps because of some shit that he was doing on a fucking ship. Him and some little Navy fucking mess trick did some fucking shit. Came right back around to the fucking chain of command, and they were like, "Cut that shit the fuck out."
how
bud.
can you keep shit quiet on a boat, though? You know what I'm saying? Somebody's
Nothing.
gonna talk.
Everything comes to light.
That-
Yeah,
like
that's why everybody gets caught, because everybody talks.
Yeah.
Loose lips sink ships.
Well, fucking damn, this fit right perfectly in for that, didn't it? Dude, no, like, you know, I kept it really professional with the last dude that I was with Wade. He was apparently the equivalent to a chief warrant officer within the Army. I don't know if you heard that one yet. He did 30 years in the fucking Navy.
Oh yeah. I listened to that one.
That motherfucker. And I try to keep it as professional as possible because I know that his job has to do with like contracting and, you know, very sensitive. So I try not to dig too deep into that one. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was a blast with him. I wanted to get more into it, you know, like, you know, what ticks, but there's only so much, you know, I don't know him well enough like that yet. But oh yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy, dog. It's fucking crazy. Your old lady, brother Daniel Martin, was she prior service? Are you single?
I'm with the homegirl I'm dating now.
Yeah.
No, he's never been in the military.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to talk about the one we don't speak of.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Who shall not be named.
Exactly.
What about you, Adam? If you don't mind, is your wife or your significant other prior service?
Yeah, she was prior service.
Okay. Did y'all meet on the same boat?
In the same duty station.
Ooh.
Close enough, but that works.
But we didn't start dating until like
Afterwards.
way after, like a couple of years after.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like somebody was an officer. It sounds like some fraternization
no.
would have been going on right there. It's all gravy, baby. Y'all out anyway. No, that's cool, man. I mean, I always give it up to those that actually can make it work. You know, like my boy Faust and his old lady, they met on the Gunline, literally.
Yeah.
You know, and if they could actually push, I mean, she wasn't a banger. She wasn't a field artilleryman. You know, she was part of a fucking female integration team or some shit. I forgot. Female engagement.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like 2010 era where they had like the small groups of women that would go.
Yeah, she was the FET and she was attached to us.
I always tell this funny story about meeting my wife, and we met in Cuba, but I don't tell it as much anymore because of the misogyny that I used to say. I used to tell it in a misogynistic way,
right?
Just to be funny, though, even though.
Well, you can't just fucking leave that carrot dangling. I'm waiting for the story now.
All right. I'll just tell it really quickly. We met in Cuba. The first time we met in Cuba was at the detention camps, and the van that takes us to our camp, you know, picks us up at a specific spot at a specific time. And I see her out there. She got to Cuba 6 months after me, so I was already super disgruntled at this point. I walk out. I don't have my cap on outside, and I was an E5, she was an E4, and she goes, hey, petty officer, where's your cover at? And I said, it's in my fucking bag. I was like, I'll put it on for important people, you know?
Right.
And so I was like, oh God, the new people are here. And then our van comes to pick us up and we both start walking to the same van. I was like, oh dang it, she's gonna be in my camp, and we're already off to a bad foot.
Right.
I'm thinking like HR issues and stuff like that.
Right, dude.
We go to the camp, and at this point, I'm an assistant watch commander, so like I have a platoon of guards under me, and obviously all the new people show up and they get assigned their spots, and of course she gets assigned to my unit. Nice. So I was like, son of a bitch, now I'm gonna have to be extra careful. But luckily, and this is where the misogyny joke comes in, is like I'm a hardworking E5 and I'm running a tight ship on my camp. And there's a bunch of E6s that, because the AWC position is normally held by E6, but just because of my connections and stuff, they allowed me to. Anyways, I know there's some lazy ass like dirtbag E6s in the same camp, and women are hard to come by in any branch of the service, much alone this isolated position. So, and I used to say that like I didn't want to work with women, so I was able to trade her for 2 qualified guards to stack my unit up with a bunch of qualified, just to let me work.
That's funny.
But honestly, I used to say it like that, like in a misogynistic way. But honestly, I would have traded any person for 2 qualified soldiers to make my job easier.
Oh yeah, no doubt, dude. That's fucking funny. That's got to be fucking. That's crazy though. And so that's where y'all met, and then future forward.
Oh, we just started hanging out, and we always were good friends. And then she was stationed in Norfolk with me, so when she got out of Cuba, we just kept hanging out.
Kept it going.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I try not to get too personal with people's lives because I know people are private, and some things are best just left out there. So, Martin, have you checked? You've already checked the block for divorce, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's like specifically part of the gun line. You got to have the divorce, got to have the bad credit.
It's just like working construction. You have to have a felony. You have to have a divorce. You have to have some sort of either nicotine addiction or caffeine addiction.
A Mustang Charger or Challenger with high interest rate.
Dude, you definitely have to be disgruntled.
Check this out, bro. So this weekend, this was going to be part of my beginning of the podcast. When we're catching up and shit like that. So anyway, this weekend, fucking, I'm hanging out in my backyard. I have the above ground pool. You know what I'm saying? And I'm filling it up because the kids are having fun and it. No big deal, chilling out. And I'm getting a couple of messages from Urena, the other co-host, right? And he's out there in Georgia, and he hits me up. He's like, dude, there's this fucking Joe right now at the bank. He was happening to be at the bank right at that time, asking about getting a goddamn loan for a brand new car.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm like, and you could tell when it's a new private, you could just tell by looking at their haircut, what they're wearing. They're going to be the douches wearing their fucking PT shoes with jeans.
Wait, let me ask you this question really quick. Can you like, I don't know if it's just me or not, but like I can look at somebody and be like, yeah, you're probably in the military. Like I did that. One of my friends, he works with me now at the company I work at. Him and I came in the same day for our same interview, and he was sitting in the office like doing this little fucking survey thing. And I was like, this dude looks like he would be in the military. Out of nowhere, I went to go do my interview, and the guy was like, wow, 2 veterans one day, huh? And I was like, the guy in front of me was in the military. And he was like, yeah, how'd you know? I was like, just a feeling.
There's certain mannerisms I think that we carry with us. So back to the story. So next thing I know, I'm texting with this motherfucker, and he's telling me that this person's trying to get a loan for a brand new motherfucking car. And I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, why aren't you wrapping him up and tell him, call your fucking NCO? you know, because that should be an NCO's duty. Unfortunately, new Army, new military. I don't know how you guys did it in the Marine Corps, but or in the Navy, but all we could do was counsel them, you know, like, hey, don't do this. From our experience, this is what we have seen. Don't do this. But they still go and fucking do it. But I mean, back then we used to my NCOs would put the fear of God in us. Like, don't you fucking do it, motherfucker. Because it's not like they would whoop our asses if we did, or we would let them down. You know what I mean? So anyways, while I'm getting these text messages, though, back and forth, I happen to notice that my fucking pool has sprung a leak.
Oh, no.
No big deal. I'm looking at it. It's filling up. And I look and I could hear it. Like, you know, the water just falling out. It's like a little onto the dirt, bro. So I go look at it. I'm like, okay, I could patch this shit. I go get the patch, put the fucking glue on it, right? Slap it on there. It was one of those you could do it underwater type deals.
Yeah,
Cool.
of course.
I felt like a fucking Navy welder, bro. I was like that guy from fucking from Men of Honor. You know what I'm saying? I was underwater fucking doing shit. So, but turns out that I didn't do a very good job because it happened to be on the seam. And so my daughter went in there to go play. And as she's playing, it's starting to stretch. Stretch. I'm texting still. Next thing I know, it went from being a little trickle that stopped to a fucking fist-sized hole. It explodes. All the water just rushing out like a fucking river, bro. And it's going to my backyard because I live like kind of like on a graded area where it's kind of like sloped. So my water is going down this way, and then it starts going to the side. My neighbor comes to tell me about this. You're flooding up my backyard. She's 2 houses down, bro, on the other side of the street, on the back. She's telling me that I'm flooding up her fucking house. Now I'm thinking about my insurance is going to go up because I'm going to have to pay for this. You know what I mean? That was going to be my vent session at the beginning of this episode. But unfortunately, as always, we fucking never stick to the script. We never stick to the script. But back to checking the blocks. I don't know where all that came from. I just had to get that story out, I guess, to vent. I got the felony. I got the fucking addiction to nicotine. Let me ask you, Adam.
Yeah.
Do you guys have, like, in your realm of NCOs, do you guys have like the addiction to caffeine or monsters, for example?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Dude, that's like
big time Navy. So that's big time Navy. What I actually found really funny was I never knew about that ships had vending machines. Like on our LPD and on the Iwo Jima, we had ship cards that you'd like charge money to, and it worked as another currency because they have a ship store and all this other bullshit. When I got off of my deployment, I found my ship card and was swiping it on the Camp Lejeune vending machines. It fucking worked. Never got a bill for it.
What the
Nice.
dude? You're gonna get one
Don't know
now.
how. Don't know what way. I was like, yo, this is free fucking money. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Bro, I remember on our deployments, we used to have what they called the Eagle Cash Card. And
Yep.
so I remember what they would we would transfer funds from finance into that Eagle Cash Card. And then
It's like a
that we had
government
the
travel charge
pogs.
card.
It's
like a government travel charge card.
No, the GTC is a whole different story, bro. I got stories about that shit from motherfuckers that I went to school with and went fucking berserk with it. Anyways.
Do you remember the green ID cards?
Yep.
I remember back when I first joined, and back in the day, our personnel man could print those, and like for a couple bucks, he was making ID cards for like under 21-year-olds.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you could print those green ID cards on the ship.
See, the green ID cards, we only had them during basic training, because once I got out, they gave us the CAT card. Yes, I said CAT card. Some people apparently have a problem with saying CAT card. It's CAT card. But anyways, we had those. So now I got the blue one that they give.
The retiree one?
Yeah, I got that one. So I lucked out, man. Fucking That's another thing. Anybody that's still listening to this shit, if you're on your way out, make sure you document all your shit before you get out, y'all.
Start your VA claim early.
Yes. I mean, if you can, because I mean, you can file it, I guess, but you can't really
you can't do anything physically with it.
Right. Until you're a veteran. And just to let y'all know, if
there's people who they're trying to get into the system, just spent 4 years in the military, never saw combat, anything, and the VA is denying them 100%. Because I have a close family friend who her boyfriend, who's spent like 6 years in the Army, tried to go through the VA, and the VA is like, you have no combat deployment. We're not like helping you out at all.
I'll have to call bullshit on that one. There's got to be more to it. Because
that's what I said too, but I was like, something else doesn't sound right here. Like,
because honestly, it doesn't have to be combat related.
Exactly.
For example, if you stub your fucking toe, as long as you were in active duty, they're gonna cover it, bro. The Army or the DOD will cover it. Now, the Army itself will not cover that shit, but the Veterans Affairs, they will cover anything. As long as
I have a bunch of scars from small ass surgeries, like, and the VA is supposed to cover them because it's lifelong scars.
So the scarring, okay, so peep game. Check out what's called the Disability Benefits Questionnaire on scars. And I
mean, I can't get a VA claim for another fucking. I'll probably just retire and just use my VA then. But
yeah, but I mean, the scarring is not going to give you anything. It's zero. No. If anything, you'll get money for tinnitus.
Yep.
So I don't know, Adam, if you receive any VA benefits or not. But tinnitus is one that automatically 10%.
People don't realize how fucking loud naval vessels are as well. Like, naval ships are fucking loud.
I could only imagine. Is it like loud in those compartments when you guys are asleep? Is it loud in there too?
Depends. Your wake up call is the most annoying fucking thing in the world. The whistles. I wanted to shoot myself every single time I woke up.
I remember Adam was telling us there's like different whistles for different things, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'll never forget is in the morning. That's the one that wakes you up.
Bro, that sounds like motherfucking Star Trek.
It's so fucking
Captain's log.
It's pretty annoying, yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude. You have some guy that's just rambling into the microphone for like 5 minutes straight, telling you everything the captain wants you to know, but you don't understand a word that he's fucking saying majority of the time. And then he'll be like, "Have a great day." Bloop. That's the only thing you fucking understand.
In the Army, you don't get like calls like about cleaning stations and wake up calls and none of that shit.
You got Reveille, and that's it.
You got Reveille at fucking whatever time. It's 6:30. You'll have Reveille. I'm sure you know what Reveille is, but you're already awake by then because your wake up call is supposed to be okay. I don't know if you ever heard 15 to the 15. So you got to be there 15 minutes before the 15 minutes before the fucking formation, right? So yeah, I mean, so formation would be at 6. So that means that we got to be there at 5:45 because Reveille is at 6:30. So we all got to be in formation. You know what I'm saying?
So annoying.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing we get is in first formation is accountability. You know, 6 section, 18 account. If you know, what is it? 10 assigned, 10 accounted, or you know, or I just got to give my fucking daily status. And if somebody's FTR or absent, I better have a fucking good reason why. You know, like otherwise,
They're at dental.
So if you look in my descriptions for my podcast, I always have the plan of the day is as followed. That's because on the ship, every morning it starts with the plan of the day is as follows.
That's an erasable fucking calendar, man. That's fucking hard habits that don't die.
Dude, I'm telling you, because he goes deep into the description on his podcast, bro. Like he says, this time to this time is this time to this time is that, this time to this time. I was wondering, like,
how good he's organized. He knows every exact fucking thing.
That's too much editing for me, bro. Once this shit is done.
But that's mostly for my my analytics, so I could see like which parts people care about.
Or listen about most, I gotcha.
Where you're getting the most views at and stuff like that.
So like I know for like because your podcasts go like for 2 hours. So I know I'll listen to it for like 15 minutes here, stop it, then I go back to work. because I have to work.
And that's why I release my podcast on Mondays, because that's how I listen to podcasts. Is whenever I'm in the, I only listen to podcasts when I'm in the car. So
right.
like,
Of course, yeah. If
See,
you release it on Thursday, I'm only getting 1 day of listen time.
yeah,
bro, like, so the midweek memo, I release it, and dude, small podcasts obviously, you know, don't get like fucking tons of viewership.
Yeah.
So anytime I get like with you, Dustin, I got like a fuckload within the first couple of
pushing
days.
that fucking thing to
Yeah.
everybody I knew.
I was like,
go watch it.
I was like, God damn, I got more in 2 days than I usually get in a week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with it, you know, and I know
do you know your demographics? Like mine is 28 to 45. So
yeah. I see, but see, like I go through Anchor, so Anchor doesn't really give me all that fucking data. And
they just dump all that data in then to just fucking rape other people with fucking bullshit podcasts.
I don't really know where I stand on it. You know, like I know, for example, my shit doesn't get pushed through fucking YouTube because of a lot of the topics that I talk, a lot of the fucking words that I use. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. You know, I'm not for everybody, and I'm not gonna use fucking clickbait fucking terminology. You know what I mean? If somebody wants to come see it, cool. If they don't,
you don't want to be like a novice beast with your clickbaits.
Bro, I don't want to be that guy. And then sometimes like I'll get into some conversations that are pretty fucking controversial, you know, and people don't like my opinion, and that's fine. But you know, like I told this one broad, like, you know, just because I had a certain point of view doesn't mean that my leadership reflected that. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, that's another topic for another day.
Disagreement. It's as simple as that, and a lot of people can't have that.
Can't do that no more, bro. But see, this is what this podcast is about. I forgot that we were fucking recording until I saw that goddamn timer. Anyways, y'all, I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna get you on the schedule, Dustin. I just gotta fucking figure out when it'll be good for us. Adam, hit me up. Are you down for next week?
If I got nothing going on, then I could jump on.
All right, too easy. I like this shit. It went really, really, really well. And
I like it with the Marine as well.
All right, so it sounds like if I got Adam, I gotta bring Dustin. So
I guess so.
All right, Dustin. Well, go ahead and
hey, good meeting you, Dustin.
You too, buddy.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one. And now for real, y'all. Rounds complete. End the mission. Gunline out. Bye, motherfuckers.